Welcome to all our live viewers. We are back live for SV Cricket Store Namo taking on Yodha in the league stage encounter of One Champion Elite Season 41. We are 2 hours into the match. SV Store are 4 for the loss of 1. Excellent start for Yodha. Only given away 4 runs and conceded a wicket in first 2 overs. Sayyid Ghazi Abbas and Siddharth, the two bowlers who have opened the bowling for them. First Ghazi, first Siddharth conceding 3 runs in his first over. Then Ghazi backing up with a wicket and a run in his second. Siddharth to continue. Naveen and Arjun are the two batters out in the center now for SV Cricket Store. It's a wide ball to start off. Very experienced batter Arjun in at number 3. 9,058, in fact 958 matches for Arjun, over 25,000 runs, an excellent average of 37, strike rate even better 156 for Arjun. He's in at number 3. Cut away but straight to the point, who collects the ball on a bounce. It's a dot ball. Siddharth starts off with a wide and a dot now. Score moves to 5. Naveen now on the strike for SV Cricket Store. They have opted to bat after winning the toss. This was a full delivery. Naveen on the drive. Gets beaten. It's a dot ball. He's got good variations. Siddharth mixing up his length beautifully here. He bowled a length delivery very first up, then followed up with a full delivery. That's wrapped on the pads. Huge appeal, but that appeal has been turned down by the match official. Pawan there. Kiran Chaudhary, the wicketkeeper, having a very animated chat with the match officials. But that ball clearly look it will finish up going over the stumps. Extra bounce there for the bowler. This is excellent over so far from Siddharth, apart from a wide. His ball 3 dot balls. Dot balls in the power play are no less than a gold. That was an in swinger, swinging in from a length. Ardun just punching it off the back foot and getting himself off the mark. Wide, then a 3 dot, now a single. Only 2 runs coming off the third over so far. Naveen now back on strike. He's on 3 of 5 deliveries. That's a full delivery. Naveen looking for good shot. He's in the air and taken in the circle. No, well, he's been put down. Well. It looked as if he had taken it clean, but he has put it down. Poor wicket keeping there from Kiran Chaudhary. That was an underarm throw. He fails to collect it, and batter will fetch couple of runs. Good ball there from Siddharth, completely outfoxing the batter. Hint of away movement there on that occasion for Siddharth. Batter trying to play straight down the ground on the side screen. Gets a leading edge. It was in the air for a very long time. Fielder looked settle underneath. but puts it down. This time he gets it as an arrow and he gets it right at the middle of the bat and it will be a 6. Similar length but the result differs. It's a massive 6 over side screen. 10 coming off that SV Cricket Store. After 3 are 14 for the loss of 1. Ghazi to continue with his left arm orthodox spin. Starts off with a length delivery that's skidded through. This new ball will skid through the surface for the spinners as well. Ghazi will get the turn every now and then in order to keep the batter guessing. Ghazi usually bowls wicket to wicket and he's quick through the air. This is good from Yodhas. They are operating with spinner and a fast bowler. Well, this has been guided in the third man. Poor effort there inside the circle. Batters will fetch a single, which brings Naveen back on strike, who's got a massive 6 at the last ball of the over. Siddharth once again looking for the swing, going for the timber, ends up bowling in the slot. It was a 6. This time it's in the air, fielder in the deep, settling underneath, and he takes it. Naveen gets a lifeline in the previous over. Barinder there in the deep. Barinder Preet Singh doesn't make a mistake. Second one goes down for SV Cricket Store. 15 for 2 after 3.4. New man in is Sai. He's in at number 4 for SV Cricket Store. Sai Krishna, very experienced batter. 805 matches for him. 10,817 runs at the average of 22.30. Strike rate 107 for Sai. Will be on the strike. Ghazi is on fire. He's got the second one in the very second over. 15 for 2 SV Cricket Store inside the power play. We are in just the fourth over of the match. Flighted delivery goes through the defense of Sai Krishna. Sai Krishna in, goes out. What a ball that was from Syed Ghazi. That ball went straight with the arm. That was a flighted delivery, but still skidded through the surface and completely beats the batter who was playing for the spin. Third one down in no time for SV Cricket Store. 15 for 3 after 3.5. New batter in is Hitesh Yadav. He is a left hand batter in at number 5 for SV Cricket Store. 336 matches for Hitesh. 2744 runs, averaging 15.68. Strike rate very healthy, 146 for Hitesh. Will face Ghazi, who's on fire. That ball was right on the money. Hitesh Yadav. Hitesh just defending it on the front foot. After 4, 15 for 3 SV Cricket Store. First change in the bowling for Yodhas. Deep Mukherjee now introduced another slow left arm orthodox bowler into the attack. 86 matches for Mukherjee, 120 wickets, economy 6.30, best figures of 5 for 14. He is a genuine wicket taker, Deep Mukherjee. He's got 120 wickets in just 86 matches. That shows he's got high strike rate. Will be bowling at Arjun. That ball skidded through but beautifully controlled and cut away by Arjun in the gully region for a single. That's bring that brings lefty Hitesh Yadav back on strike. Deep Mukherjee now coming over the wicket for the lefty Hitesh Yadav, who is yet to open his account. He's just in. He's in at number 5 for SV Cricket Store. That was slow, but it was an half tracker. Batter still playing is cautiously, not going for the big shot as they are already 3 down and through for a single. Field changes for the righty Arjun. That was pace on delivery that's been guided in third man region and that's raised away for a boundary. That's a touch act from Arjun. He's a quality player making the full use of the pace that was presented by Deep Mukherjee and just running it in the third man region. Third man was wide. Arjun making full use of that and running it for a boundary. This is excellent. Taking a very calculated risk. and getting himself a boundary. Once again, Arjun tries to replicate the previous shot, but this time the ball coming in sharply with the angle. It's a dot ball. Last two balls remaining in this over, six already. This time, cut away off the back foot, misfield there in the back foot point region. It's a boundary. That was cut hard, but that should have been stopped. Sloppy work there inside the circle. Score moves to 25. Last ball of the over coming. Arjun, 11 of 13 deliveries. He started off slow, but now he's making it up. Cut away. Back foot point right at the edge of the circle. So it's an easy single. 11 coming off that over after 5. SV Cricket Store Namo 26 for 3. Sayyid Ghazi Abbas Abedi to continue. 2 overs. 240 gets an outside edge straight to the short third. That was a flighted delivery, inviting Arjun for the drive and getting the outside edge. This is excellent from Ghazi. He's mixing up his pace and deceiving the batters on regular intervals. Now the lefty Hitesh Yadav back on strike. There should have been a slip for Ghazi. Arjun survives. That was a thick outside edge. No chance for the keeper. It was a first slip catch. No one there in the slips. Score moves to 27. That's in the air. Fielder there in the deep. Coming in and he puts it down. That should have been fourth one down. That was straight in and straight out. Fielder there in the deep should have been coming in early. But he spotted the ball late and Hitesh Yadav gets a lifeline early on his innings. Hitesh gets a lifeline. Arjun now back on strike, who's 13 of 15. He's a very experienced batter. Slip in play now, and Arjun just runs the ball away from him, and he'll fetch four. This is what experience does to you. Arjun just waiting on the ball on that occasion and just running it away from the slip. No chance for the gully fielder as that ball raced across the surface very quickly. 32 for 3 now for SV Store. Excellent spell of bowling for Ghazi. 2.3 overs, 8 for 3 for him. That spill would have looked even better if the fielder would have catched. That's played on the front foot straight back to the bowler. Hitesh looked interested for the single but denied by Arjun. It's a dot ball. Six coming off the over so far. Arjun is a very prized wicket. That was an arm ball that skidded through very quickly. Arjun is second late on the shot. Gets an inside edge and ball going in the square leg region. It's a single. Arjun playing Ghazi very cautiously as he's already picked three wickets. Last ball of the power play coming up. 33 for 3 after 5.5. SV Cricket Store while batting first. It's an arm ball and that's been guided in the third man region for a single. 8 runs coming off that over after 6. 34 for 3. SV Cricket Store. Namo. Deep Mukherjee to continue. 1 over 11 for none for Deep so far. That's a full delivery and Hitesh just playing it with very soft hands on the offside and through for a single. Just looking to rotate the strike, not taking any risk. As of now, Hitesh, he already got a chance. He was looking for the biggie and was put down by long on fielder. Arjun back on strike. He's got runner ball 18. He's got the start. He's a very experienced batter. That was a quicker one from Deep. Kept low and skidded through straight to the wicket keeper. It's a dot ball. This time Deep bowling it stump to stump. Arjun just nudging it on the offside with a very soft hand for a single. Both the batters now batting very cautiously, not looking to take on the bowler as they are already three down. Field is well spread out now for Deep Mukherjee as we are into the seventh over. Power play done and dusted. Length slightly dragged back and pace was up on that ball. Hitesh just happy to hit it straight back to the bowler all along the carpet. Again a length delivery, slightly quick in terms of pace. Walked away in the square leg region for a single. This has been a quiet over so far. 3 runs coming off the over. Once again, the field changes for the righty Arjun. He's a very good batter, Arjun. Plays the situation very well. That was full on the pads. Just walked away on the leg side for a single. 4 runs coming off that over. After 7, SV Cricket Store Namo are 38 for the loss of 3. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Leg spinner now has been introduced after the power play by Yodhas. This is good tactic. Starts off with the wrong one, but that one was way outside off stump. That's been punched off the back foot for a single in the extra cover region. 253 matches for Shivraj, 292 wickets, economy 7.58, best figures of 5 for 20. He too is a wicket taker. Shivraj will be hunting for wickets, will flight the delivery up, will has a very good arm ball. Inside out, no chance for the long off fielder. It's a six. What a shot that was from Hitesh Yadav. Just extending his arms and hitting it, timing it to the perfection. The fielder was interested for a while, but that ball was always going to go over his head. It's a six for Hitesh Yadav. This time he goes for the straight. Fielder there in the deep takes a blinder. What a catch that was! That ball was going over, but fielder at the boundary had other ideas. Takes an absolute beauty to dismiss. Hitesh Yadav. What a catch on the boundary line. Fourth one down for Namo. Barinder there in the long on region takes a blinder to send back Hitesh. 45 for 4 after 7.3. SV Cricket Store Namo. New man in is Praveen Bobby in at number 6 for SV Cricket Store. Very good figures for Praveen Bobby. Right-hander in place of the lefty. 663 matches for Bobby. 13,238 runs at the average of 29.42. Strike rate very healthy, 132 for Praveen Bobby. Gets a flighted delivery first up and it's been driven away from the short cover. They will collect couple of runs. Couple of runs to get off the mark for Praveen Bobby. 47 for 4 SV Cricket Store. Now under tremendous pressure. Top order completely dismantled. Another flighted delivery. Bobby this time hanging back. Punches the ball off the back foot. It's a single. This is brave bowling from Privraj. He was taken for a six. Still flighted the delivery and Hitesh threw the shot. He middled it. Hits it flat. But excellent catch there by the deep fielder Barinder to dismiss Hitesh Yadav. Arjun just playing it all along the carpet in the long on region. Collects single. Wicket and 11 overs coming off the 8th over by Shivraj. SV Cricket Store Namo 49 for 4. Deep Mukherjee to continue. He's been swept by Arjun, but straight to the mid wicket fielder. It's a single. 50 is up for SV Cricket Store in 8.1. 50 for 4. They need to stitch a partnership from here on. They're 4 down inside the first half. Cut hard. That ball bounced out of nowhere. Well, what happened there? That's a really awkward bounce, I must say. That was struck firmly by Praveen Bobby, but somehow manages to bounce over both the fielders inside the circle. Couple of runs for Praveen Bobby. That's a rare sight at one champion cricket ground. Very good ground. Well known for his even outfield and a very lusty green outfield. This time, batter placing the ball perfectly in between with the very soft hands and threw for a single. 4 runs coming off this over, first half of the over. 2.3 overs, 19 for none for Deep Mukherjee. He's generally in the wicket columns, but yet to pick up a wicket. Well, that was a wrong throw by the gully fielder, in fact, back foot point fielder, I must say. That was a dot one. Batters were not running, but he throws the ball and throws over the wicket keeper, and it's a single. Courtesy overthrow, driven on the up towards the left of extra cover. Work to be done in the sweeper cover region. He does well. It's only a single. Last ball of the over. Arjun happy to walk it away on the onside and collect single to close out the over. 7 runs coming off that over. After 9, SV Cricket Store 56 for 4. Shivraj to continue. 1 over 11 for 1 for Shivraj. Will continue with his leg break. That ball has been walked away on the leg side for a single by Arjun off the back foot. Arjun looking to play very cautiously at the moment. He's a very experienced bowler. Shivraj now coming around the wicket for Praveen Bobby. Flights one in. Induces the fall shot. That ball turned away from the gully fielder. Good backup there by short third. It's a single. Well, that's an excellent plan from Shivraj. Going around the wicket, flighting the ball, getting it to turn sharply away from the right-hander. Praveen Bobby feeling for the ball, trying to go for the big shot, completely mistimes. Fortunate for him, it doesn't carry to the inside fielder. In the meantime, this has been excellent shot by Arjun. Just moving away on the off stump and paddling the ball in the vacant fine leg region. No one there, inside or the outside the circle for Shivraj. It's a 4. Arjun moves to 30. 30 of 28. Now the square leg fielder just moved towards his right to cut off that sort of shots. 6 runs coming off the over. It's a slog sweep. Will that go over the head of the fielder? Yes, it will. That was easily done by Arjun. Down on the knee. And away she goes out of the park. Arjun is very easy on ice. He's the sweet timer of the cricket ball. This time slog sweeps for a 6 in the square leg region. Score moves to 68. He moves to 36 of just 29 deliveries. Shivraj throwing it wide of off stump. It's been given as a wide by the umpire. Trying to stay away from the hitting of Arjun. Arjun now showing his range. It's in the air. Will it be taken? Yes, it is. Extra bounce there for Shivraj. Arjun on the back foot gets a leading edge and holds out inside the circle in the covers. Big wicket of Arjun falls. Fifth one down for SV Cricket Store. Half of the teams now back in the sheds. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Mohan now introduced from the far end, starts off with a full toss. Excellent fielding there. In the sweeper cover region, cut away. That should have been stopped. Once again, a sweeper cover fielder does well and saves couple of runs for his team. What an effort that was in the deep. Mohan Maheshwari completely off the target in his couple of deliveries. He bowled so far 407 matches for Mohan, 79 wickets, economy 8.93, best figures of 4 for 4. That was an excellent cut shot from Sandeep to get himself off the mark. Sandeep goes aerial, fielder coming underneath and he takes it. 6-1 falls. Sandeep looking for the big shot and he departs. Ghazi there in the long off region charges at the ball and covers good ground and takes a good excellent low catch. 6-1 down for SV Cricket Store. Sandeep departs for 2. New batter in is Srini Kanchi in at number 8. Huge appeal denied by the match official. Good ball this from Mohan attacking the stumps, but that ball was drifting down the leg with the angle. Coming back to Srini, 1039 matches for Srini, over 20,000 runs, average 26.75, strike rate 83. He's a very experienced batter, Srini. That ball was full, played all along the carpet in the long on region for a single. 4 runs coming off this over so far and a wicket. Nicely punched off the back foot. Good looking shot by Praveen Bobby, but he'll only collect a single. With that, 11 overs have been completed. SV Cricket Store 74 for the loss of 6. Shivraj to continue. That was a flighted delivery taken on the full by Praveen Bobby. Hits it towards the left of long on. In fact, long off, but will only fetch a single. Score moves to 75. Shivraj now coming over the wicket for Srini. Cut away. Straight to the backward point for a single. Again going back to around the wicket for Praveen. Bobby. Good tactics from Shivraj. It's a flighted delivery in line of stumps. Praveen Bobby happy to defend it on the front foot and rotate strike. Shivraj looking to tempt Praveen for the big shot, but at the moment is not falling in the trap. Oh, is there? Was there an outside edge or an inside edge? Through the wicket keeper who puts it down. Kiran Chaudhary there behind the timber. Fails to collect the ball. All in all, it's a dot ball. Flighted delivery. Sini just coming outside his crease, getting the dancing shoes on and nudging it on the offside for a single. 4 runs coming off the over so far. Last ball of the 12th over. Shivraj to Praveen Bobby. This is a good contest. Praveen Bobby winds up for the first time and he hits it way back in the extra cover region. This time plays the angle well. Hits him inside out. 10 runs off the over. After 12, SV Cricket Store 84 for the loss of 6. Mohan to continue. 1 over 5 for 1 for Mohan. Starts off with a very wide delivery. Batter reaching for that, but in the end just lets it go through as that's outside the wide line on the off stump. Score moves to 85. Current run rate 7.08 for SV Cricket Store. Well, this is wayward. Ball just released right before his delivering stride, and it's been signaled as a dead ball by the match official. Ball going straight to the square leg umpire, who had no clue where the ball was. A moment of laughter there on the field. This is better from Mohan. Slow through the air on the stumps. Srini just punching that off the back foot. Will Praveen Bobby look for biggies in this over, or will he just rotate the strike and take the game further deep? Yes, he'll rotate the strike and take the game further deep. Worked away on the onside for a single. That was full and attacking the stump by Mohan. Shot way outside of stump. Batter trying to cut that one, missing the ball, but still has been given a wide. This is wayward from Mohan. Every now and then he's bowling a wide deliveries. Full toss. That was hit hard but straight to the point. Who collects the ball on a bounce? That ball travelled very quickly. Good reaction there by the fielder who was well inside the circle. Still collects the ball cleanly. This time it's a full toss. Thigh high full toss on the body. Sini Happy to walk it away on the leg side for a single. Now change of angles. He's coming over the wicket for Praveen Bobby. It's a flighted delivery that's been swept all the way in the fine leg. What a shot! He's got some power, Praveen Bobby. That ball was swept all the way for a 6. 95 for 6. SV Cricket Store in 12.5. That was a good shot. Slight pause in the proceedings as we have lost the ball. Now we are back. That was quick from Mohan. Punched off the back foot in the sweeper cover region. Single to close out the over. 12 runs coming off the 13th over by Mohan Maheshwari. After 13, SV Cricket Store 96 for 6. Another introduction in the bowling attack. Vivek now introduced. 33 matches, 32 wickets for Vivek. He's a right arm off break. Economy 8.3. Best figures of 4 for 13. Starts off with a length delivery which is being walked away in the third man region for a single. And the full delivery, chance of a run out. But both the batters very quick between the timbers. Completes the run with ease. That was struck firmly. Went quickly to the fielder inside the inner circle. That was a low full toss. Praveen Bobby playing it all along the carpet for a single. That ball skidded through straight to the wicket keeper. It's a dot ball. 99 for 6. SV Cricket Store after 13.4. Flighted delivery driven on the up. Straight to the sweeper cover. 100 is up with that single for SV Cricket Store. 100 in 13.5 for the loss of 6. Cut away. Straight to the third man. It's a single. 5 singles coming off that over. It's a good one by Vivek after 14 overs. SV Cricket Store 101 for the loss of 6. Shivraj to bowl out. 3 overs, 34 for 2. Will ball at Praveen Bobby. Is operating over the wicket for Praveen Bobby. That's been swept fine. No one there in the fine leg. So it will be an easy boundary. That was full on the pads and it's too easy for Praveen Bobby. He moves to 33 of just 18 deliveries. 105 on the board for SV Cricket Store in the 15th over. This time slow through the air by Shivraj. Praveen Bobby after getting that single, after getting that boundary, happy to get a single and get off strike. That is what good batters do. After getting a boundary, they get themselves off the strike. Batter once again just rotating the strike. Put the batters in tandem now, rotating strikes. Just keeping the scoreboard ticking. Flighted delivery once again by Shivraj. Praveen Bobby happy to punch it off the back foot all along the carpet in the sweeper cover region for a single. 7 runs coming off the over. SV Cricket Store Namo, after winning the toss, opting to bat first, got no real contribution from the top order. Arjun getting into 40s and then getting out. Now Praveen Bobby, 35 of 20 deliveries. Good, good helping hand by Sini, 9 of 13. Excellent partnership in pursuit. It's a flighted delivery. It's in the air. And it's none other than Ghazi. Big wicket of Praveen Bobby. Finally, Shivraj tempting him and getting the better of the batter. Well, well, well. What a wicket that will be for Yodhas. They'll be mighty pleased to see the back of Bobby. He was looking well, but he has to now walk back. 6-1 departs. In fact, it's 7th one, which goes down for SV Cricket Store Namo for just 109 on the board. Another batter in goes out. What a shot that was! Straight to the short cover. Mohan there collects it. Golden duck for the batter. That was a flighted delivery once again by Shivraj, inviting the batter for the drive and collecting a wicket right at the last ball of his spell. 8th one down for SV Cricket Store. 109 for 8. Pardon. It was Srini who departs. He managed 9 of 14 deliveries. He was playing good hand. Good helping hand to Praveen Bobby. Once Praveen Bobby goes at the very next ball, Srini follows him. Vivek striking at the very first ball of his second over. Another one there. It was in the air for a long while, but it's a single. Well, that was outside the wide line. Spin signal as a wide. Triple one for eight now. SV Cricket Store. Namo. They're going down too quickly. Right at the back end. This has been punched off the back foot in the extra cover region by Raghuram, who's in at number 10 for SV Cricket Store Namo. Very good all rounder. Raghuram can bat. 822 matches for Raghuram. Over 11,000 runs. Averaging 27.87. Strike rate 156. Very capable batter. Raghuram can bat. It was a flighted delivery. Raghuram going for the cover drive, but misses the ball completely. A successful over from Vivek, conceding 4 runs and picking up a wicket after 16. SV Cricket Store 113 for 8. Kalyan Chakravarti, the other batter, 225 matches for him, 501 runs, averaging 10, strike rate 75. He's a genuine number 10 batter. Kalyan Chakravarti. Sayyid Ghazi Abbas Abedi back into the attack to clean up the tail. 3 overs, 10 for 3 for Abbas so far. Starts off with a flighted one on the pads that's been walked away in the square leg region by the batter, which brings Raghuram back on strike. Was one of two deliveries. 4 overs remaining in this innings. 8 wickets already down. Driven on the up, but straight to the short cover. It's a dot ball. Raghuram needs to mix aggression with cause. Well, that's driven on the up. This time away from the short cover. Ball goes into the sweeper cover for a single. Both the batters need to be mindful of Ghazi, as he is the premium bowler for Yodhas. 3.3 overs, 12 for 3 already for Ghazi. Will look to close out his spell on a high. They need to bat out Ghazi, then look to score in remaining 3. That was a quicker one. That was drifting down the leg. That was on the pads. Kalyan just nudging it on the onside for a single. This is good cricket from both the batters. 3 coming off 4 deliveries. They are happy to rotate strike against Ghazi. Flighted delivery. Raghuram was forced and was brought on the front foot. His back leg was drawn out of the crease, but Kiran Chaudhary behind the timber fails to collect the ball. Raghuram gets a lifeline. This time the ball turning away sharply. Raghuram just hitting it straight to the point. Back to back dot deliveries. An excellent from Ghazi, who ends up his spell on a high. 3 runs coming off that over. 17 overs done. 116 for 8. SV Cricket Store. Vivek to continue. 2 overs, 9 for 1 so far for Vivek. Will ball the 18th over. Starts off with a dot. Another flighted delivery outside off stump. Kalyan going for the lofted shot but missing the ball altogether. It's a dot ball. This time it was a quicker one. Kalyan late on to the shot. Bat hitting the timber after hitting the pads of the wicket keeper. 3 dots on the trot for Vivek. That was full attacking the stumps. Kalyan drives on the up in the extra cover region for a single. Raghuram hitting it hard but straight to the sweeper cover. It will only be a single. Runs coming in terms of singles at the moment for SV Cricket Store. We are into the final 3 overs. This is uppishly played. Will that be cut off? Sweeper cover fielder gave his bat, but still it's not enough. It's a boundary to close out the over. 6 coming off that by Vivek after 18. SV Cricket Store 112, 122 for 8. Deep Mukherjee now to bowl out. 3 overs, 22 for none. This is a rare sight for Deep Mukherjee. He's gone wicketless in his 3 overs. Will bowl the 19th over of the match and the fourth for him. Will be bowling at Raghuram, who's 3 of 7. Final 2 overs. SV Stores will now look to bat aggressively. Raghuram punching it hard off the back foot but all along the carpet for a single, which brings Kalyan back on strike, who's got 9 of 10 deliveries, who's got the boundary at the very last ball in the previous over. Deep mid wicket is now in for Kalyan. Kalyan just punching it off the back foot in the sweeper cover region for a single. This is good from Kalyan. Not taking any risk. Just getting the better batter. Raghuram back on strike. Raghuram is a very good all-round cricketer. Very capable batter. He is a genuine all-rounder. Going for the slog sweep. But that ball just crashing on his pads. That was quick from Deep Mukherjee. Not allowing enough time for Raghuram on that occasion. Raghuram needs to get a move on. His 4 of 9 deliveries. Another quicker one. Raghuram hits it hard, but straight to long on all along the carpet. It's only a single. Three runs coming off the over so far. That's in the air, just away from the short cover fielder for a single. That was in the air for a brief time. Four runs coming off the over so far. This ball needs to go for a boundary for SV Cricket Store as they have only picked four. That was full, almost to Yorker. Nothing much Raghuram could have done. He just plays it in the long on region for a single. Five singles to close out the 19th. SV Cricket Store 127 for 8. Vivek to bowl out. 3 overs, 15 for 1 for Vivek so far. Will bowl the 20th over of the match. 127 for 8. SV Cricket Store while batting first. They have won the toss, decided to bat, but it hasn't proven out to be wrong. Right decision up until now. Will this over be converted into a big one for SV Cricket Store? Vivek starts off with a wide. Flighted delivery. Raghuram hits it on the up, but straight to the extra cover. Who puts it down? That should have been ninth one down. Raghuram gets a lifeline. That was a that was at very good catching height. Raghuram advances, but this time he beats the extra cover and gets a much needed boundary for his team. Score moves to 132. This time Raghuram giving the charge to the bowler, stepping out, getting to the pitch of the delivery, and beautifully lifts it over the extra cover fielder for a boundary. Change of field now. Sweeper cover has been moved to deep extra cover. Extra cover now moved on the cover point. After that, lofted inside out drive from Raghuram. Vivek now going quick on the pads of Raghuram. Raghuram gets beaten. It's a dot ball. Another full delivery. It's a Yorker from Vivek. That was pace on delivery. Not allowing enough pace. Not allowing enough to get underneath. He's bowling it stump to stump and he's bowling it quick. Vivek, this is excellent tactics. 5 runs of the over. That was a flighted one. Raghuram gets an inside edge. That ball racing in the fine leg region. And yes, it will go all the way. Well, in fact, it's been given as a bye. That's poor from the wicket keeper Kiran Chaudhary. That should have been a dot one. This is excellent deception there from the bowler, slowing it up. Raghuram early into the shot was beaten. Kiran Chaudhary lets it go through. It's a four. Crucial 4 runs for SV Cricket Store. Score moves to 136. Another Yorker there from Vivek. Nothing much Raghuram could have done. It's a single to close out the over and the innings. SV Cricket Store, after winning the toss, opting to bat first, only manages 137 for the loss of 8 on the board. 138 will be the target for Yodhas when they come out to bat. We'll be right back after a very short break. Chase coming your way on the other side after a very short break. Stay tuned. We are back with the chase. Yodhas chasing 138 are 12 for the loss of none after one. Hitesh Yadav stayed away, spin in the very second over, very similar to the first inning. It was spin heavy as the track supports spinner. They've got a lot of assistance spinner in this surface, hence both the team preferring to go spin heavy. Hitesh Yadav, left arm orthodox spinner, into the attack. 336 matches for him, 510 wickets. Economy 6.41, best figures of 7 for 10. He is a genuine wicket taker. Hitesh Yadav, punch off the back foot by Shiva in the covers. It's a single. That's punched off the back foot towards the left of cover point. Who does well? Two is the call. They'll comfortably complete the second run. This is good running between the wickets by both the batters. 15 for none Yodhas in the very second over. They have started off beautifully. Shiva and Keshava, the batters, to open for Yodhas. They've done a good job up until now. Hitesh bowling it quick, not allowing the batter. He needs to vary his pace. Once again, quick on the stumps. Keshava just defending it straight back to the bowler. It's a dot ball, back to back dot deliveries. 3 runs coming off the over so far. Last ball of the over. It's been punched off the back foot but straight to the short cover. It's a dot ball. 3 coming off the second over by Hitesh. After two, 15 for none. Yodhas. Vamsi Krishna to continue. He starts off with a full delivery. Hit away on the up by Shiva but straight to the mid on fielder. Expensive first over by Vamshi. Conceded 11 into his second over. Starts off with a dot. 15 for 1 Yodhas after 2.1. Well, that's a down the leg delivery. This is poor from Vamshi Krishna. Looking to cramp the batter for room, but in the process, he drifts one down the leg. Score moves to 16. Sweeper cover and deep square leg are the two fielders outside the circle for Vamsi. That's a length delivery, flashed hard. Work to be done in the deep. Two is the call. Fielder there fumbles. Both the batters come back for the second run with ease. This is excellent bit of leg work by both the batters. They have converting singles into doubles. That's the way to go forward. This will be a very close fought encounter as two good teams clashes in the league stage. SV Cricket Store taking on Yodhas. That was full, driven on the up, misfield there inside the circle. That's a boundary. That could have shot. That could have stopped. In fact, that should have been stopped. Fielder not getting down, not getting low. That ball going under his hands and for a boundary. That was struck well, but still was straight to the fielder inside the circle. Once again, similar shot, but this time better effort from the fielder. It will only be a single. Score moves to 23. Run a ball 7 for Keshav, whereas 13 of 9 deliveries for Shiva. It's in the air and it's taken inside the circle. In mid on, Keshava looking for the big shot. Holds out inside the circle. First one goes down for Yodhas. In the third over, Vamshi Krishna strikes. Hitesh Yadav, the man there inside the circle, hasn't have to move an inch. That was straight to him and he collects the catch. Pointing hand skyways. 2.5. 23 for 1. Yodha. New batter in is Vivek. Is in at number 3 for Yodha. Right hand batter Vivek. 33 matches for him. 1527 runs. Excellent average of 49.26. Even better strike rate 188 for Vivek. He's a hard hitter. He's got the range. He's got the power. Good height for Vivek. He's got a good reach. Plays the long ball. He's in at number 3 for Yodha. Eight runs and a wicket so far of this over by Vamsi Krishna. Overall 1.5 overs, 19 for 1 for Vamsi Krishna. Last ball of the third over coming up. 23 for 1 Yodha. That was full. Defended off the front foot. Chance of a run out. Arjun is quick, but not quick enough. Both the batters through for a single. 9 runs coming off that over by Vamsi Krishna after 3. Yodhas 24 for 1. Hitesh Yadav to continue starts off with a dot. Usually balls very flat, Hitesh Yadav, but can give flight every now and then. Flights a delivery. Usually his stock delivery is pace on. Another good delivery from Hitesh. He'll get the spin from the surface. This surface is well known to assist spinners. On the stumps, just turning away. Vivek just running that ball in the third man, looking for the single. Denied by the non-striker Shiva. It was a quick single, but non-striker was not ready. Third ball on the trot for Hitesh. This time on the stumps, lift away and straight to the fielder inside the circle. Big wicket of Vivek. Gone. Well. What a strike this has been for SV Cricket Store. Vivek just looking to lift it inside, out over the mid off fielder, but got caught right at the edge. Excellent catch there by the fielder. Second one down. New man in is Mohan. In at number 4 will join Shiva after the departure of Vivek. 407 matches for Mahesh Mohan, 7,783 runs, averaging 23.51. Strike rate 134.05 for Mohan. Will face Hitesh Yadav was on fire. 1.5 overs, 3 for 1 for Hitesh so far. He's bowling very economically at the same time. He struck for the first time in the match. Last ball of the over. On the pads, appeal, but that was very high to be given away. LBW, like before, like by signal by the match official. So it's a single to close out the over after 4. Yodhas are 25 for the loss of 2. Vamsi Krishna to continue. 2 overs 20 for 1 for Vamshi. Starts off with a full delivery outside off stump. Mohan chasing that one. Trying to play a lofted cover drive. Non-striker Shiva having a word with the match official. He was pleading that it was a wide, but no, it was just inside that wide line. It was a fair delivery, rightfully given by the match official. Both the match officials in this match are very experienced one. at one champion elite cricket ground. Again a full delivery driven on the up. Good fielding there by Pandu inside the circle. That's a not. That's a very good looking shot, but for not. First a catch. Now an excellent fielding by Pandu. That was a length delivery. Climbed up on the thigh. That's been walked away on the leg side by Mohan to get himself off the mark. First runs for Mohan. 105 for him so far. This is good from Vamshi Krishna. He's keeping things tight. None for 13. None for 19 in his 1.3. Then he gets a wicket. From there on, he's never looked back. He looks an complete different bowler in his second half of a spell. Vamsi Krishna. That's a big shot out of nowhere. Shiva deposits one in the stands. That was on the length outside of stump, and he fetches that ball all the way into the mid wicket region. 32 on the board for Yodha. That's against the run of play. Vamshi Krishna was bowling well. He bowls a good delivery, but he still has been taken for a six. That's the class of the bat of Shiva. Out of the park it goes. New ball says Shiva. That was full on the stumps, and Shiva, up to the task, just lifts it straight as an arrow on the side screen. One bounce into the fence. 11 runs coming off that over after 5. 36 for 2. Yodhas. First change in the bowling attack. Now Arjun with his right arm off break. Very experienced bowler Arjun. Plenty of experience behind him. 958 matches for Arjun. 1422 wickets. Economy just over 6.6 for Arjun. Best figures of 6 for 14. Starts off with a dot delivery. What a beauty that was. Another flighted delivery. He's got drift and turn Arjun off the surface using all his experience. His team needs his experience. This time on the pads, huge appeal and given. Mohan on that occasion trying to play on the leg side. That ball kept low and skidded through the surface. Third one goes down for Yodhas. Batter playing all over that ball and that brings his downfall. Yodhas 36 for 3 after 5.3. Power play done after 6 overs. Yodhas are 41 for the loss of 3 wickets. Arjun to continue and he strikes. It was a flighted delivery outside off stump. Kishore Reddy going for the big shot. Gets elevation but doesn't get the distance and he holds out in the deep. And Hitesh Yadav is the safest of the fielders. He doesn't drop many. Fourth one bites the dust for Yodhas in the eighth over. 50 for 4 after 70, 7.1. New batter in is Ghazi in at number 6. Sayyid Ghazi Abbas Abedi, left hand bat. 161 matches for Ghazi, 4,436 runs at the average of 34.66. Strike rate just under 100 for Ghazi. He's away. Punch off the back foot in the cover region. 51 for 4. Yodha. They need another 87 in 75. This match well in balance for both the teams. Another flighted delivery. This time swept away by Shiva. He swept it fine. Will that ball go all the way or will it be cut it off? Yes, it is cut it off by square leg fielder. So it will be couple of runs for Shiva. He's played the field beautifully there. Now the short third fielder moves in the fine leg region. 35 of just 18 deliveries for Shiva. He's held one and for his team at the same time scored at very good rate. 53 for 4. Yodha. Flighted delivery, slog sweep, and it's gone. What a shot that was! It was a flighted delivery from Arjun, inviting the batter for the big shot, and Shiva nails one out of the park, flat. After 8 overs, Yodha 59 for 4. Hitesh Yadav now back into the attack. 2 overs, 1 made in, 3 runs and a wicket for Hitesh so far. Starts off with a short one outside off stump, punched away in the cover region for a single. 60 is up for Yodhas in just 8.1. Right hand, left hand combination out in the center for Yodha. Well, that was full in line of stumps. Shiva just defending it off the front foot. It's a dot ball. Excellent knock so far from Shiva. He's waited on good deliveries and he's latched on to anything loose. This time Shiva hits it a long way in the mid wicket. What a shot that was! Picked the bones out of that. That was way deep in the mid wicket region, right off the middle. Hitesh Yadav looking to spin it from the stumps, but spins it in the hitting arc of Shiva, who moves on to 47 with that 6. 47 of just 22. Change of a ball now, as we have lost one. He's a big hitter, Shiva. That's a quicker one. It was short, punched off the back foot. Point fielder picked it cleanly. Then, at the time of reloading the throw, he just missed the ball. He was reloading his arm to throw. In process, misses the ball. It's an easy single in the end. Two very good batters out in the center for Yodha. Ghazi will rotate strike on regular basis and capable of hitting a boundary every now and then. This is tailor-made situation for Ghazi. Last ball of the over. On the front foot, inside edge. Ball going nowhere. It's a dot ball. Back-to-back dot balls to close out the over. 8 runs coming off the ninth over by Hitesh Yadav. After 9, 67 for 4 Yodhas. Raghuram to continue. 1 over 9 for none for Raghuram in his first. Will bowl the 10th over. Shiva on the verge of getting a half century. 48 of just 23 so far for Shiva. It's a flighted delivery. Shiva square drives it just over the point fielder who was interested for a while, but that ball evades him and goes for a boundary. He gets a 50 of just 24 deliveries. 52 of 24 for Shiva. What a knock this has been. From the right hander, open bat from Yodha. He's got the dugout on their feet. Yodha, they're losing wickets at the one end, but he's held in one end and scored at blistering strike rate of 216. 6 boundaries and 3 massive sixes for Shiva in this innings. So far, 52 of 24. 67 needed of just 65. Equation now almost runnable for Yodha. Wickets in hand will be the key from here on. That was shot, cut away. Gully fielder does well. It will only be a single. Score moves to 72. Raghuram now coming around the wicket for the left-hander Ghazi. Completely field change for the lefty. That's a length delivery punched off the back foot but straight to the short cover. Shiva was looking for the quick single but has been sent back by Ghazi. So it's a dot ball all in all. 5 runs coming off the first half of the over. Length delivery on the pads, punched straight down the ground by Ghazi. This is the one of the main feature of Ghazi's batting. He'll rotate strike every now and then. Change of angles for the right-hander. That's a slow one, hit away, fielder there in the deep. He should have been coming forward and taking that catch, but that ball just lands right in front of him and goes for a boundary. That was a big catch. Shiva there, just getting the bat turned in his hand and no elevation whatsoever. That ball flat and almost carried to the deep square leg fielder who doesn't get low. A foot forward and moving low would have done there, but the fielder doesn't judge the ball correctly and it goes for a 4. Well, that's been signaled as a no ball. That ball landed outside the pitch limits. That was loose from Raghuram. Real loosener from Raghuram. Shiva will now get a free hit. It's the last ball of the over and it will be a free hit. 57 of 27 balls for Shiva. That was full way outside of some, trying to stay away from the hitting arc. And he's done that successfully as Shiva hits it hard but straight to the sweeper cover. 12 runs coming off the 10th over by Raghuram. 79 after 10 overs. Yodhas, they need another 59 in just 60 deliveries. It's time for drinks. We'll be right back after a very short break. Hit away towards the right of the sweeper cover who does well. It will only be a single, which brings the lefty Ghazi back on strike. 81 for 4. Yodha in 10.1. Sudhir now into the attack. That was a loosener on the pads of Ghazi, who sweeps it fine. No one there behind square, so it's an easy pickings for Ghazi, who moves to 7 of just 8 deliveries. Sudhir, 338 matches, 383 matches for Sudhir, 496 wickets, economy 6.09, very good. Best figures of 7 for 6. Hasn't started off well here. Wide, then a single, now a boundary. Ghazi advances, take the ball on the full. That ball bounced over the deep fielder. That's a rare sight in the leather ball cricket. That usually happens in the tennis ball. Ball right in front of the fielder, bounces over his head. Fielder jumps high, full stretch, but still couldn't able to get to the ball. Leather ball usually doesn't bounce that high, but it does on that occasion. It's a boundary. Fortune favoring Yodha. 90 is up in 9.5. In fact, in 10.5. They need another 48 in 55. Last ball of the over. It's a flighted delivery. Shiva hitting it just wide of the long on fielder for a single. With that, 11 overs have been completed. Yodhas, while chasing 138, are 91 for the loss of 4 wickets. They need another 47 in remaining 54 balls at the required rate of 5.22. Arjun now back into the attack. Starts off with a flighted delivery. That's a quick call from Ghazi. Excellent job there by the point fielder, who gets to the ball very quickly and releases the ball in time. If the fielder would have hit the target, that would have been curtains for Shiva. Fortunate that the fielder misses. All in all, in the end, it's a single. Ghazi now back on strike. 12 of just 11 deliveries for Ghazi so far. That's a flighted delivery driven on the up by Ghazi for a single. Score moves to 93. Couple of singles coming so far in this over. Right hand, left hand combination in the center for Yodha. which is making things difficult for SV Cricket Store. Namo, fielders, flighted delivery. Shiva trying to cut that ball off the back foot, gets beaten. It's not easy to line up Arjun as he's a very smart operator. Shiva on the location, going for the slog sweep, gets an inside edge away from the wicket keeper. He'll come back for second. Good job there by the third man fielder, but throw is not good. Instead of passing it to the wicket keeper, he throws at the square leg fielder, and both the batters are back for the third one. Especially Ghazi, he is very accurate and very quick between the wickets. Ghazi again rotating the strike. As I said earlier, that's the feature of his batting. He'll rotate the strike on regular basis. Last ball of the over. It's a leg cutter that's been just walked away in the fine leg region for a single to close out the over. 7 coming off the 12th over by Arjun. Yodhas are 98 for the loss of 4. They need another 40 or 48 runs. Change in the bowling attack. Leg spinner now introduced in the 13th over. Sai Krishna now into the attack. 805 matches for Sai Krishna, whereas 632 wickets for him. Economy 7.06. Best figures of 5 for 19. That was a flighted delivery, defended on the front foot by irregular Shiva. 98 for 4. That's been punched off the back foot. It's a dot ball. Ghazi now back on the strike. That was very full and played on the onside. That's a big shot from Shiva. Was that taken in the deep? He looked never. He always looked like going out. That's an excellent sportsmanship there from the deep fielder. He took a catch, but he stepped on the field, on the boundary line, and that's been given as a six. After 13 overs, Yodhas are 106 for the loss of 4. Equation now even simpler for Yodhas as they need another 32 of 42 deliveries. Arjun to bowl out. 3 overs, 21 for 2 for Arjun so far in this match. Will be the first bowler to bowl out. He's operating with a very attacking field, short covers and very short gully for Ghazi, who advances and get to the pitch of the ball and hits it all along the carpet in the long on region. In fact, in the long off region, which brings dangerous Shiva back on strike. That was full on the pads. Shiva looking for the sweep, missing the ball. The trap wrapped him on the pads. They are through for a single, leg by signal by the match official. Score moves to 108. 2 runs coming off the first half of the over so far. 30 needed in 39 now. Excellent partnership in between Ghazi and Shiva. Punched off the back foot in the sweeper cover region for a single. They had a very jam-packed offside field, but still Ghazi able to find the gap and run through for a single. Shiva just running away to his off stump. That ball was on the stumps and he pulls it in the vacant fine leg region for a boundary. That's a welcome boundary for Shiva and Yodha. Arjun could have balled that delivery quick, but he opts to ball it slow through the air and he's been penalized. 25 needed of 37. This time it was quick through the air, but on the pads that was pitching down the leg, so no chance for the LBW. No appeal from anybody. It's a dot ball to close out the over after 14. 113 for the loss of 4. Yodha. They need another 25 in remaining 36 deliveries. Required rate 7 point, in fact 4.17 for Yodhas. Hitesh Yadav now to bowl out. 3 overs, 1 made in 11 runs, and a wicket for Hitesh Yadav. Starts off with a short ball which has been punched off the back foot in the sweeper cover region by Ghazi. That was a flighted delivery. Shiva looking for the slog sweep. Gets it to into it. Ball going nowhere. It's a dot ball. Brave from Hitesh. Flighting the ball up. Inviting the batter for the big shot. SV Store desperately in search of wicket. Once again, slower through the air, but this time Shiva holds back and hits it off the back foot towards the left of short cover. No chance for the sweeper cover fielder to cut that off. It's a boundary. Now Shiva moves into 80s. 80 or 45 for him. 20 needed now from 33 deliveries. Another flighted delivery. This time Shiva just runs on the back foot and punches the ball away from the point fielder and collects couple of runs. Score moves to 120, 120 for 4 in 14.4. They need another 118 in 114 balls. 7 runs coming off the over so far. That's a single. Score moves to 121. Last ball of the 15th over coming. Hitesh Yadav, can he end his spell on high? Can he strike for his team? SV Cricket Store desperately in search of wicket. It's a flighted delivery and Ghazi up to the task and hits it long way in the mid wicket region. 14 coming off that 15th over by Hitesh Yadav. Yodhas 127 for the loss of 4 after 15. They need 11 of last 5 overs at the required rate of 2.2. Sai Krishna into his second over, 1 over 8 for none for him so far. Starts off with a flighted delivery. Misfield there, first by the wicketkeeper, then the slip quadrant. It's an easy single. That should have been a dot one. 128 for 4 in 15.5 in 15.1 for That's a quicker one. Walked away on the square leg. It will only be a single. Shiva now on 84 of just 48 deliveries. 9 required to win this match, whereas Shiva needs 16 to get to his triple figure. It's an impossible task for him to get to a three figure. That's a flighted one. That's in the air, but it will land in the no man's area. Shiva survives, gets a leading edge. Looking for the big shot. Shiva there gets a leading edge. 130 is up in 15.3 for Yodhas. Quicker delivery, full. Qazi drives it beautifully all along the carpet in the sweeper cover region for one. That's a very good looking shot, but only for a single. Four singles so far in this over. Score 131. 7 needed of 26 balls. Flighted delivery, skidding off the surface. Punched off the back foot by Shiva. He'll collect single. Right hand, left hand combination for Yodha is troubling SV Cricket Stores fielders. It's a flighted delivery and Ghazi goes inside out. Protection there in the deep in extra cover region. So it will only be a single, 6 singles to close out the 16th over by Sai. After 16, 133 for 4. Another 5 needed for Yodhas. Sudhir to ball the 17th over. 1 over 12 for none so far for Sudhir. That's a good delivery, flighted delivery in line of stumps. Ghazi happy to defend it off the front foot. Slip in play for Ghazi. This time he hits it straight to the long off fielder who collects the ball on a bounce. It will only be a single. Ghazi is played well throughout the match. First with the ball, now with the bat. 28 of just 23 deliveries for Ghazi so far. That shot pulled away in the mid wicket region all along the carpet for another single. Shiva has been the star for Yodhas with the bat in hand, whereas Ghazi has been the star for Yodhas with the ball in hand. Ghazi advances, hits it hard but straight to the deep fielder for a single. Now 2 needed of 20 deliveries. Yodhas are 1 hit away from the winning. 1 hit away from winning this contest very comprehensively. Flighted delivery of the back foot, cut away but straight to the sweeper cover fielder. It will only be a single. Scores are level. 137 for 4 for Yodhas in 16.5. Will Ghazi finish things off in this very over? Sudhir 1.5 over 16 for none. Last ball of the over. It's a short one on the pad. It was a quick ball clipped away beautifully by Ghazi. He'll finish things off with a single. 5 singles coming off that over. In the end, it's Yodhas who have prevailed and chased it out in just 17 overs and 6 wickets in hand. Player of the match will be Sayyid Ghazi Abbas Abedi for his all-round performance. First 4 overs, 13 runs and 3 wickets for Ghazi. Then followed up with the bat, 30 runs of 25 balls will make him the man of the match. Match summary: SV Cricket Store opting to bat first, managing only 137 for the loss of 8 wickets. In reply, Yodha chasing out 6 wickets in hand in just 17 overs. That's it from the match summary and the match. We'll be right back with the third and the last match of the day.